Hi, I'm Melanie from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is Adventures in Groceryland, week 6 meal video of our $21 grocery budget challenge. There are two of us. We are spending $21 each, so we have a grand weekly total of $42 cash. We are looking to increase our buying power every week by utilizing simple strategies like shopping the sales, taking advantage of coupons, in-store promotions, store incentive programs, so point programs, and any other strategy that we can think of. We did great this week, but it was a unique week for us. I was away for work for several days, so the handsome one was here and eating from our supplies. He did take pictures, so there's just a lot of straight photos, no videos. But the days that I was here, we were eating phenomenal meals from our supplies. Check it out. We had a good variety of meals. We still have great supplies left. So really building that pantry. Stay tuned to the end of the video. Yes, I am going to do the work and drag it all out of the cupboards, the fridge and the freezer, so that you guys can really see what we've been able to accumulate so far in the pantry after eating for 6 weeks. Banana, chocolate chip. Well, it's a bar, a loaf for breakfast today, but we're going to split it in half and we'll each have half. And this is left over from last week. For lunch today, we are going to have a smoothie. I have pulled out of the 4-berry blend, strawberries and raspberries. This is coconut milk that I had previously frozen into some pucks. There's also yogurt in here, half of a banana. We're going to add some spinach in, and this is going to be great. Smoothie is looking good. Tonight for supper, we are going to have nachos. We are going to use one of these big campfire hot barbecue sausages. We're just going to slice it open and cook it as ground. Mushrooms, jalapenos, onions. We've got cheese. This is peppers, but it is sweet peppers. So I've got a little medley in here. We have not guacamole. We have avocados that we can mash up and have as a side. We'll make it into as close as guacamole as we can. Yeah, it's going to be great. The handsome one cooked up the sausage for me. We just cooked one. We put the other one in the freezer, and this is hot, and it looks hot. It's quite, some things just have that reddish tint. I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite hot. So what I'm thinking is, from what's left in this bag and a partial amount of this bag, then that should give us one more meal, one more set of nachos. 2 bags, three meals of nachos. That sounds very sensible to me. I am doing something a little bit different. I have on here the mushrooms, part of the sausages, peppers, and mushrooms. I'm going to put the cheese on now. I've saved a little bit of the sausage to go on top of the cheese, and I'm going to put the jalapenos as a garnish on top of the cheese. I saved out just a really small piece of the marble and the mozzarella. We used all of the rest. This is what it looks like before we've baked it. And if these jalapenos are anywhere near as hot and this is just one jalapeno, we just cut it really thin, as last week's jalapeno, that was hot. So I'm expecting this is going to be a little bit of burn your mouth off hot, because it's a hot sausage and it's hot jalapenos, and the homemade salsa that I made is a little bit on the hot side as well. Wow. This looks great. Smells really good. And it is a little bit more showier putting the jalapenos on top of the cheese. Very exciting. Nachos for supper. This morning for breakfast, we are going to have toast. This is the last of the really dense half loaf that I made, that quick loaf. And we are going to have it, we have a couple options. We have peanut butter and we have jam. Toast with peanut butter for breakfast. And for anyone who is new to the challenge, The handsome one and I typically don't eat breakfast. So we are working really, really hard to make sure that we eat at least something for breakfast every day. Smoothies. We are going to have a blackberry blueberry smoothie with banana, coconut milk, yogurt, and spinach today. Blueberry, blackberry, banana smoothies. Yummy. We are going to make a very small nibbly tray slash charcuterie board. We don't have a lot of options for supper tonight. So I am going to make a half a package of this extraordinary cheese dip. I will need the mayo. I'll need the cream cheese for that and a little bit of grated cheese. And we're going to cut up these clementines. We'll have cut up pepperoni. This is homemade red pepper jelly. It's going to be great. This is looking great. When we opened up the container to get out the English cucumber, we realized that there was a half of an apple in there, so we cut that up as well. And here is the extraordinary cheese dip, half the package, and the homemade red pepper jelly. Fun little holiday supper. I pulled a bunch of things out of the freezer this morning. It's early. I've got 2 frozen muffins, so those will thaw. We'll have those for breakfast. And then this is broth, so chicken broth. This is chicken. Some diced carrots, onions. This is obviously not from the freezer, but this is dehydrated celery. I'm going to make a chicken soup. Then we're going to have the muffins for breakfast. I added the broth, the chicken, some additional water, and some of the celery into the pot. We'll just get this thawed first before I add in any other ingredients. This is looking good so far, like a standard soup. But instead of just making a chicken noodle soup, I am going to make a chicken vegetable. I have also some corn in the freezer left over. I've got this broccoli powder that I'm going to add into this. I am going to add a potato. I might add just a very small amount of sweet potato. And I have some frozen coconut milk in the fridge. I might try to make this a cream of soup. Undecided. Not 100% decided yet if I'm going to do that. So there is the cream, or the dehydrated broccoli powder. Get that stirred in. This is a kind of use up what you have and make something that gives us a little bit of variety kind of soup. I'm making a loaf of bread. This is just a standard loaf, and I used up the last of the whey in this. So it was about half of the liquid I needed. The rest, of course, water. Bread turned out great. Very happy with this. Chicken vegetable soup for lunch today. Yum. We are going to make tuna casserole for supper, and it's going to get us at least 2 nights. We're going to use mushrooms, and we're also going to use, I'm going to say half of this package of Italian blend veggies. It's mostly broccoli. So the macaroni noodles are mostly cooked. I've already thrown in some cut diced mushrooms, and I just dumped in half the bag of the frozen vegetables. So of course it's not hard boiling right now, but it'll be back to boiling soon. I will get this cream of mushroom soup stirred in first, and then we'll add the tuna. Tuna casserole for supper. I topped it with a little bit of black pepper. Yummy. And there's enough left for a meal and another night this week. This watermelon has been hanging around for long enough. I'm going to cut it up, get it in the fridge so that when we want to have it fruit for breakfasts or with lunches or for lunches or just as snacks, that we can just grab it out. This looks fantastic, very exciting. So I just cut it in half, and then I flipped it over and cut into slices. Looking good. I'm going to have to get another container. The last of my frozen banana chocolate chip mini loaves. We'll split this for breakfast. I'm just getting ready to hit the road for work. I am preparing some lunches. The location that I'm going to is close to my parents' house, so I'm actually going to be staying with them for a couple days, so I won't need any suppers. But lunches, and I won't need breakfasts really either. And I'm going to take some snacks with me for during the day. More lunches for the handsome one. This one's nice and full, so this one will do him 2 days of lunches, and he will be able to have bread and butter or toasted bread with butter, margarine. That's what we have. Fridge door I left open, so gotta go. We thawed the 2 pork chops that we had in the freezer. We are barbecuing them for supper tonight. Here are the diced potatoes. There's margarine on these and some salt and pepper. Very excited. Are also having the last of the Brussels sprouts with our barbecued pork chops. This looks amazing, smells great. We are going to add sides like beet pickles. I don't know what the handsome one just opened behind me. Mustard pickles. Very exciting meal. I'm excited. I'm not sure if other people put watermelon in smoothies, but I'm freezing some of this watermelon. I've got it on a little tray here so that it's not going to freeze together in one clump. So that in the future, if we want to have watermelon smoothies, I'll just be able to pop this out of the freezer. I'm excited about this. And I might, once this tray is frozen, I might add 1 or 2 more slices to it. The watermelon is frozen now. I'm just going to pour it into a little Ziploc bag. Perfect. A little bag of frozen watermelon. Simple lunch today. We are going to make grilled cheese sandwiches. We can hear the sizzling. Woo! And now we'll get on the top piece. Let's let this cook. This looks so good. Very, very good. Leftover tuna casserole for supper tonight, and I am going to top it with just a little bit of the parsley that I dehydrated myself, just as a little garnish, and of course we'll probably season it with salt and pepper. So far in 6 weeks, we have spent $252 cash budget. We've redeemed $30 in points rewards programs, $10 at Sobeys, 10 at Shoppers, and 10 at Atlantic Superstore. And we've redeemed a variety of manufacturers' coupons and fast fuel coupons. But cash out of pocket, that's the important part, $252. We've eaten well over the 6 weeks, and so far this is what we have managed to accumulate in the pantry. We've also shopped for pretty much the majority of our Christmas stuff. We do have one more shop left before the holidays, so definitely we'll pick up the rest of the things there, but let's get started right away. We have on the bottom here, there is eggs. There's 9 eggs left. This is sliced fresh watermelon. We have margarine, 2 jalapenos, a portion of a zucchini. We have some oat creamer, 2 full packages of mushrooms, 2 mushrooms left in that package. The top here, that is some homemade yogurt that I made myself. And there's not much left in there. I'm going to say like maybe to the top of the blue. We have lactose-free vanilla yogurt that I purchased. And there is a half of a jar of mayo. I went splits on that. That's one of the big jars from Costco. I have carrots left, and I'm going to say this isn't quite 2 pounds. I have Tingly Ted's hot sauce, 2 opened pure marinade slash salad dressings, 1 unopened. We have opened barbecue sauce. There's a handful of clementines here, unopened salami. I thought we had more than just this one left. The handsome one must have been eating these. These are fruit snacks. I have a half a pound here of frozen ground beef. This is frozen chili. This is about maybe a third of a pound or a third of a package of bacon left. I have marble cheese and this one tiny little piece of mozzarella, half of a sweet potato, 2 packages of English muffins, a handful of tomatoes, a small portion of spinach left, frozen peppers, red onion, some regular onions, 1, 2, 3 pounds, so 3 packages of 1 pound each of lean ground beef. This is frozen watermelon for future smoothies. This is frozen stir fry. So we had stir fry, not this week, but last week. Maybe. Was it this week? No, it was last week. And this is set aside. We're going to have this and eat this up next week in week 7. I have 2 honey garlic sausages here. This is a hot sausage. I've got 2, so this pack, a full package of cooked chicken, and this used about 2/3 of the cooked chicken that was in here. Still have a third left. So there is corn, an Italian blend, frozen veggies, frozen peas. We have a ham, a turkey. Whoa, ham and turkey. We have a Marie Callender's cheesy chicken and broccoli. I have a very small amount. There's probably enough left in there for 2 smoothies. So that is a 4 fruit blend. I have frozen pineapple here on the bottom. We have some flour left. This is not tons. It's not empty, but it's not tons. But this is what I consider about this. This is a next year problem. I think I'm hilarious. Yeah, I'm not going to really need this besides for gravy. I can't think of anything. I might make a pizza dough, but there's still plenty in there to do that. This is a pork roast. This is a club pack of chicken drumsticks. I have back here 2 packages. So we had bought a big club pack of pepperoni from Costco. We have opened it and eaten some, but this is for some of the events that we're going to. So we just wanted to pop it in the freezer. We actually will probably pull that out tomorrow and start thawing it to get it cut up. I have 2 full packages of the extraordinary cheese dip and a half of another package. We have potatoes, mint chips, 2 packages of butterscotch chips, a full package of icing sugar, half a package of macaroni, full package of fusilli, half a package of spaghetti. We've got olives, brown sugar, 1 beef bouillon cube. We have peanut butter, gherkins. This is 2 kgs of white sugar. In the back there, you can see here and just kind of peeking out here, 2 Crave frozen dinners. I have a package of tortilla chips. I have yeast. I have baking powder. We have Ritz crackers in the back there. Those are the Swiss crackers. I also have 2 boxes of Triscuit crackers here, a package of Hamburger Helper white cheddar mac and cheese. We have Harvest Crunch Canadian maple granola, a full box of oat flour pancake mix. We have ketchup, pasta sauce, canola oil, some squash, some random free items. I just feel like this is phenomenal considering that I've only spent $252. We've eaten and I've been able to build this much of a pantry. I always seem to forget something. This is what's happened when it's such a huge endeavor, when you have so many groceries that you're pulling out. I forgot the cream cheese. Now we've used part of this one. This one is unopened. We have a Boursin cheese and we have that much of the homemade bread left. Let's talk a little bit about the points I've collected and the points I've used. So the last time we did an update was the week 4 grocery video. And that's kind of when I started updating. At that time, I had 1,300 scene points. I've redeemed 1,000 and earned some more. I currently have 952. That means I'm 48 points short of a $10 redemption. So if I want to redeem, I need to buy something that has some points attached to it. So I might be very thoughtful about that and try to strategically choose something that's going to bump me up so that I can redeem $10. At that initial update I had for PC Optimum points, I had 25,135. I've redeemed $10 two separate times, once at Shoppers Drug Mart and once at Atlantic Superstore. Plus, I have earned more points since then. I earned 290 at Shoppers Drug Mart, and I earned 945 through using my PC Financial bank account, debit card, and MasterCard. So the grand total that I have now is 23,000 points, 23,370, and that would allow me to redeem for $20 if I choose to do that.